Today, this group is preparing for a trip on the Flint River. The waterway runs through scenic northeast Alabama and the bustling city of Huntsville. These folks are members of the Flint River Conservation Association. Their mission is to safeguard these waters and its valuable watershed, the surrounding lands that form the local drainage area.
The Flint is a wonderful river. I like it because it is so close. It's a wilderness area close to an urban site. We actually get most of our drinking water from this river. We had a study done. NASA has said that by 2020, the county of Madison will be at 50% build out, which is going to be disastrous for water quality of all our streams in Madison County, the Flint River being the largest. We are seeing some impacts from agriculture and from development, mostly in the form of sediment. So where people are not doing no-till farming and where we are getting new developments that aren't following best management practices, we do have a serious problem with sediment. And along with the sediment, of course, we get heavy metals and other things that are attached to the clay particles.
It is the unseen, non-point source pollution that is currently the biggest threat to the Flint's future. To get a handle on the current state of the Flint, Dr. Teferi Sagai from Alabama A&M University, the 1890 land-grant school in Huntsville, is monitoring the river's water quality. He and his staff have placed remote sensing stations in aquatic environments throughout the watershed. Today, however, Teferi and his students are gathering data with a handheld device.
In general, we see a lot of pollution in this watershed. The nutrient level is low, relatively, in the last 2 years when we did this research, but there are some high level of lead and some other heavy metals. You see high level fecal coliform depending on what season.
Teferi and crew return to the Alabama A&M campus. At the labs, the data gathered from the Flint is downloaded into a computer. This is the home of the Center for Hydrology, Soil Climatology, and Remote Sensing. The staff here is working on a number of projects beyond the Flint River.
Remote sensing will allow you to see things where you cannot see before. If there is drought, we can clearly see where the drought is originating, and we can quickly take some action. And we can, by estimating soil moisture, where it is and how much it is in the soil, that will allow us when to irrigate a field or when to drain a field. The farmers, they can benefit, how to do a precision farming. That means they can precisely apply chemicals, precisely apply water or irrigate a field. That means they are going to cut down their cost.
One of those farmers benefiting from Alabama A&M's research is David Hodges. He runs a farm in Guntersville, some 40 miles away from campus.
The environmental rules and regulations have come into play more prevalent than they were in the past, and we're trying to be good stewards here of the land. And with those challenges here, it requires a lot more day-to-day management and a lot more tweaking of operational decisions.
To help David and other area farmers, Teferi and staff have installed weather stations in 5 counties in Alabama and 3 in Tennessee. This one here is actually located on Hodges' farmland. The system, called Alabama Mesonet, collects data on soil moisture, air and soil temperature, rainfall, and wind and speed direction.
Huntsville, Alabama has some great weather stations, but they are in Huntsville, Alabama, with 2 mountains between us, and we also have a lake. We may get an inch of rain here, and Huntsville may be high and dry. So by having a weather station right here located on this farm, we're able to get exact data at exact time.
For Teferi Sagai, his work has just begun on the Flint River and on the weather station project.
I am trying to expand this network of weather stations throughout the state. So I'm hoping with the support from USDA and other agencies, this can happen and we can reach other people in the state of Alabama.